Okay, hands down. Well, I am not only a magician, but I'm also a mind reader, I'm also a hypnotist, and I also do signs as well. So what you're going to see today is a really weird mix of magic, psychic stuff, and if all goes well, I'll even do a physics demonstration where we support 4 of you in the air with nothing more than your bodies. It's really, really cool. Now, that being said, I want to start off the show with something very strange, an optical illusion. My job is to mess with your head first, I'm going to mess with your eyes. So I'm going to spin this disc for 30 seconds. While I'm spinning, you can breathe, you can blink, but don't look away. Just keep staring right at the center of the disc, and I'm going to tell you when to look at my face. It's going to look like my head is getting bigger. Or I'm sorry, take that back. It's going to look like my head is actually getting smaller, shrinking right before your eyes. Here we go. So, like I said, you can breathe, you can blink, but don't look away. And keep on staring at the center of the disc. This is going to be really, really amazing. And in a few moments, I'm going to count back from 10 down to 0. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Look at my head! Well, that was pretty weird. Who wants to try it up here with me? Oh, let's see here. Tie-dye shirt, right there, tie-dye shirt. Yes, come on up here. Get up here. Right up here, thank you very much. Awesome. What is your name? Taylor, give me a fist bump. Okay, ow. Now, Taylor, you saw my head shrink, right? Now, what do you think is going to happen if I spin it the opposite direction? No, my head's not going to get bigger. Your head's going to get bigger. So, I'm going to spin this in the opposite direction for 30 seconds. While I'm spinning, you can breathe, you can blink, but don't look away. When I say now, you look at Taylor's head. It's going to look like her head is getting so much bigger. Here we go. Taylor, what I do is look at the audience and just smile. Here we go. So everybody, just stare at the disc. You can breathe, you can blink, but don't look away. And just a few moments when I count backwards from 10 down to 0. Once I reach 0, look at Taylor's head. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Look at her head! Everybody give her a thank you very much. Well, like I said, my job today is to mess with your eyes and mess with your brain. So I'm going to show you something from the world of hypnosis. This is like an imagination test. The more you listen, the more you participate, the better this will go for you. So I want everyone to put your hands together like this. Have your palms pressed tightly together. Tight. Have your thumbs overlapping each other like this. Hold up your first 2 fingers like this. Spread them apart as far as they will go. Look at your fingertips, and I want you to imagine you've got 2 powerful magnets in your fingertips. And the more powerful those magnets become, the closer your fingers go. And the closer your fingers go, the more powerful those magnets become. Drag your fingertips in closer and closer and closer until pretty soon they're actually touching. Separate your hands, go like this. Now, this one's even better. Everyone hold out your arms like this. So they're level with each other, right? Turn your right hand palm up. That's this one. Okay, good. Now, close your eyes. I want you to imagine in your right hand, the palm up hand, you've got a very heavy rock. Imagine the weight of that rock is pushing your hand down further and further. And with every second that goes by, that rock is heavier and heavier. Meanwhile, your other hand, your left hand, imagine there's a helium balloon tied to it, pulling that hand up higher and higher. Higher and higher. Meanwhile, that right hand is getting heavier and heavier. Open your eyes, look at your hands. Yeah! Give yourself a round of applause. Very good. Now, whose hands separated a lot? Whose hands separated a lot? Oh, let me see here. Orange shirt. You can stay where you are, but I want you to stand up, okay? Want you to stand up? So, because your hands separated, that means we're in tune with each other. Okay. What is your name? Sophia. Okay. Sophia, you and I are going to do another imagination test. I'm going to see if I can influence you. I want you to imagine that there are 4 playing cards hovering over my head. They're Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Spades, Queen of Clubs. 2 red queens, 2 black queens, okay? Now, we're going to eliminate them. We're going to get down to the queens or the black queens. Black ones? Okay. We're going to get rid of the black ones, just Sophia. Now, we've got 2 queens left. Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds. One of them is going to turn to face you. One is going to turn to face me. Which one's facing you, Queen of Hearts or Queen of Diamonds? Queen of Hearts. Any particular reason why you said the Queen of Hearts? Just kind of popped in your head, right? Well, I was so sure I'd be able to influence her into saying the Queen of Hearts that I made sure is the only one facing out like this. And now some of you might be thinking, well, you're just using sleight of hand or something to turn one card around. How many of you are thinking that? Okay, good, be honest. Well, I wanted to make sure nobody thought I was using sleight of hand, so I made sure it's the only one with a red back. Not only that, I was so sure she was going to say the Queen of Hearts, I didn't bother to bring the other queens with me at all. Everybody give her a very big round of applause. Yeah. Well, you guys haven't seen anything yet. Who wants to have a really weird experiment? I need two people sitting quietly with their hands in the air, not talking, very big smile on their faces. Let me see here. Two people might have a really weird experiment. Let me see here. How about, oh my goodness, how about, I can't think of the color. Green sweatshirt. Yes, green sweatshirt. Yes, come on up. And let me see here. Let me see. You want to help me out? Come on up. Red shirt, come on up here. Everybody get up. Come on up here. Very careful. Awesome. Had a total brain meltdown. I was looking red shirt. I couldn't think of the word brain. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Okay. What is your name? Taylor, I'm heading right over here. Did I say what was your name? Dalen, I'm sorry. I thought I heard Taylor. Yeah, getting old. Okay. Dalen or Dalen? Dalen, okay, my apologies. If I mispronounce anybody's name, I'm not trying to be funny. It just means I just can't hear you. Okay, Dalen, and what is your name? I'm sorry? Grace, okay. Grace, come over here. I want you to face the audience, face your public. Okay, scooch down there a little bit. No, I mean like this way, sorry. My bad. Okay. Now, do you guys know each other? Yeah, okay, great. This works really well with people who know each other. Works well with people who don't know each other. What we're going to do between the two of you folks is open up a mental corridor. We'll try again. We're going to open up a mental corridor. There you go. Now what I want the two of you to do is simply put your feet together like this. Put your arms at your side like this. Head up straight and smile because you're in show business. Yeah. Okay. What I want the two of you to do now is close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Do not say anything. Do not open your eyes, but listen very carefully to my instructions as we open up the mental corridor. Here we go. Listen to me carefully, both of you. If you felt something touch you, lift your left hand high in the air. Good. Put your hands back down. Once again, just to clarify, if you felt something touch you, lift your left hand high in the air. Now, using that left hand, point to where you last felt the touch. Open up your eyes. I did not touch you, Grace, but I did touch him. He was sitting over to my ankle. Give the whole very big round of applause. Really weird ability. Let me explain what I got here. How many people know what this is? Yes. This is a Rubik's Cube, yes. I'm going to pass this Rubik's Cube out into somebody in the audience. I'm not throwing money, don't get too excited. I'm going to give this to you. What I would like you to do is I'd like you to start mixing it up. After a couple of turns, give it to somebody else. They'll mix it up, a couple of turns, keep on going, we'll see how many people we can hit. Now, if I was to ask you, and be honest, somebody in the audience who does not have the ability to solve a Rubik's Cube, raise your hand. Okay. Let's see, one person, purple shirt, yes, come on down here. Everybody get purple shirt, a great big round of applause, come on in here. Okay, come on right over here. Okay, Sydney, so you have no idea how to solve a Rubik's Cube, right? Do you think it's possible to learn? Okay, how long do you think it might take you to, hypothetically, to solve a Rubik's Cube? A week. Okay, good, excellent. We're gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to give you the abilities in a few short seconds, okay? Okay, so we got that Rubik's Cube is being passed around, okay? Yeah, whoever's got it, I'm gonna take it from you. Give it to you. So, how many, so we've had like what, half a dozen people makes up this Rubik's Cube. So it's pretty well mixed up, right? And when you have a Rubik's Cube that's well mixed up, I'm gonna hand this to you for a second. When you've got a Rubik's Cube that's really well mixed up, there's 43 quintillion different ways to mix up Rubik's Cube. Quintillion, meaning there's like 100 zeros after that, okay? So it's a lot of different ways to mix up Rubik's Cube. So I'm gonna help you mix up the Rubik's Cube. I'm gonna help you solve the Rubik's Cube by turning it in a really weird fashion, okay? It may not seem like it's gonna make much sense, but I promise you it will temporarily give you the ability to solve Rubik's Cube. What I want you to do is, when I do it behind my back. Because sometimes if I see what I'm doing wrong and I kind of get in my own way. So if I do it behind my back, sometimes it works. Cindy, I want you to take a step behind me. Yep, behind me, yep. Yep, just right behind, sir, right behind me. I want you to watch how I'm turning the Rubik's Cube. See that? So this is exactly what I want you to do and I have you do it in a few moments. Doesn't seem like it's gonna do a lot of good, but especially because it's behind my back. Does that make sense to you? Can you do that for me? Okay, come on out. Come on out, okay. Now I'm gonna make it even harder for you. Because like I said, when you're seeing the Rubik's Cube, then sometimes your self-doubt kicks in. I did this whole assembly program for middle school about belief, but basically, hold on to that for a second. But basically, belief, or the lack thereof, inhibits our abilities to get things done. So I'm gonna have you solve this Rubik's Cube in a really weird way. You're gonna turn it like I showed you, and I'm also gonna have you do it inside of a popcorn bag, okay? So you're gonna be turning it inside of a popcorn bag. And then make it even harder, I'm also gonna have you do it with your eyes closed, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, face the audience. And are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed, okay, it'll make it a little bit easier for you. Okay, hold your right hand out toward me. Eyes closed, hand up like this, turn it down like this, into the bag. I want you to start turning that Rubik's Cube like I showed you a few moments ago. And when you feel it's right, you just stop mixing the Rubik's Cube. You keep turning it like I told you. And when you feel it's right, when you feel you've done all you can do, stop turning. Good? How freaked out, like how many times did you turn the Rubik's Cube in the green sweatshirt? How many times did you turn it? Just guess. 12. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 6 people turn it 12 times each roughly. So a lot of different combinations. How freaked out would you be as Sydney solved the Rubik's Cube with her eyes closed in the bag? Hold on tight, Sydney. Look at that. Everybody give her a great big round of applause. Because there's like 43 quintillion different ways to mix up Rubik's Cube, but every person on the planet who is here now and who has existed is 100% unique. So I want to try something very unusual with one person here who wants to have another weird experience. Let me see here. Let me see here. How about, let me see. Oh my goodness, let me down into the stage here. Down here. Oh my goodness, how about, oh my goodness. How about, black shirt. All right, come on up here. And I'm going to do something bizarre. What is your name, sir? I'm sorry? Max, I'm going to make sure you get it right. Give me a fist bump. Okay. So Max, what I'm going to have you do, I got a pad of paper here. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you write down the first name of someone you know who you're very close to, okay? You're going to write it down, and then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it into quarters, again like this, okay? So go ahead, take that pen, and print clearly so we can all see it. You'll see why that's important in a moment. Write that person's first name, then when you finish, fold the paper, and when you're done, let me know. How many letters in this person's name, dude? Oh, you all done? Okay. All right, I'll take the pen. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this and go into the audience, somebody you don't know. Find somebody you don't know. Dude, Max, stay there, stay there. I want you to unfold it. Don't let anybody else see it. Now, can you read what's written there? Is it legible? Can you read what that says? You cannot read what it says. Pass it to the person next to you. Pass it to the person next to you. Can you read what that says? You think so? Okay. Max, did you write it or print it? You printed it. Okay. We'll see how well we can do. Fold it back up. Give it to Max. That's all right. Okay. So now in the red shirt, could you tell what it was supposed to be? Could you tell? Just don't say what it was. Can you tell what it was supposed to be? Okay, good. So that means we don't need this anymore. Okay. Now, Max, I want you to think of this person. I want you to think of this person. Think of this person. Imagine that person's name right now. This person is not related to you, are they? Oh, she is related to you. Oh, okay. So I know it's a she now. Okay. Older than you? A lot older than you? A lot older than you? Okay, let me see here. Okay, your mother's side or your dad's side? Mother's side, okay. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to place your hand on top of mine. Turn and face the audience. And I want you to imagine this person. You close your eyes for a second. It helps with the imagination. It's a nice sunny day. You're walking through a park. You can smell the pollen in the air. You can feel the sunshine washing over your face. Hear birds tweeting. Hear people your age. Nice. Those aren't birds. Those sound like mice. Amongst all the weird mice and strange things going on, you see this person whose name you wrote. You walk up to this person. You put your hand on the shoulder and you say, "Hello, Linda." Is that the name? That is the name? Everybody give him a very big round of applause. Amazing. That is very, very cool. Okay. So that was pretty cool. But now, let's try something bizarre. Something that might freak some of you out. Yellow shirt who's standing up. Yellow shirt, come on up here, yellow shirt. Yes. Everybody give yellow shirt a big round of applause. Come on up here. Thank you very much. Be very careful on the stairs. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi. What is your name? Hadley, give me a fist bump. Okay, Hadley, we're gonna try something with. Well, let me do this first. Okay, Hadley, what I want you to do is I want you to stay right there. I want you to hold your hands up like this. Okay, good. And you know what? I'm going to have you back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Okay, now make two fists. Make two fists. Okay, good. Now in a moment, you're going to lower one. Good. Take the one you chose. Go like this. Good. Face the audience. Excellent. Now, what we're going to try next is an experiment in voodoo. Yeah. And for that, the first thing we need is a victim. Promise, Hadley, you probably won't feel the thing. Now, I will not come near you, I will not touch you, but let me show everybody here. I've got my little special friend here, my voodoo doll. Now, Hadley, in a moment, I just want you to hold still, and if you feel something, don't scream. I'm just going to try an experiment in voodoo. How many people think voodoo is pretty spooky, pretty strange, pretty bizarre? Okay, hands down. How many people think voodoo is about bewitching and killing people? Okay, hands down. Actually, voodoo is a religion. And it has its roots in Africa, and going all the way back to the time of the slaves, and religions mixed and they merged and they turned into a brand new religion. Even now, voodoo is practiced in New Orleans. It's an honorable religion, but sometimes Hollywood takes over. Sometimes people exaggerate things in their mind, and sometimes, admittedly, the voodoo practitioners kind of play into it for tourist reasons. But regardless, we're going to do an experiment in traditional voodoo. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to take my little voodoo doll here. Okay, and then comes the flame. Watch, listen.
Guys, quiet.
Okay, it was Hadley, right? Okay. Did you feel anything?
Yeah, it's getting really hot.
Okay, take that hand, hold it out toward the audience. Open up your hand. Up like this, and look at that. There you go. Look at your hand. Whoa, everybody give her a great big round of applause. Hadley, let me give you a wet nap. You can take that, you can wipe that off, you can have a seat. Everybody give her a great big round of applause. So we've tried the spooky stuff. Now let's try something that's a little bit dangerous. Wait. I've explained what we're going to do first. Have you ever seen magicians who do, like, okay, going back way before you guys were born, like in the 80s, David Copperfield would, he'd be straitjacket, he did the straitjacket, hung upside down, and he'd get out of the straitjacket before he fell down under this fire. Chris Angel, David Blaine, the spikes through the body, all kinds of weird, twisted things. And every time I see them do something like that, something dangerous like that, what goes through my head is, what are they, crazy? Well, I'm happy to announce, for your sick amusement, I'm just as crazy as they are. So, wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that's going to put my health, my well-being at risk. So what I need is the help of somebody that has no regard for my health whatsoever. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are all sick. Oh, my goodness. How about, right there, blue shirt. Yes, come on up, blue shirt, come on up. All right, come on over here, sir. Okay, what is your name? Benji, give me a fist bump. Okay, awesome. Benji, I've got to show you something crazy here. Get ready for this. Get ready. Okay, get ready. Don't freak out. Are you ready? And ta-da! They don't understand. They don't understand, Benji. I'm getting ahead of things here. Okay, I got some styrofoam cups. Take the styrofoam cups. Make sure they're not prepared in any way. That there's there's no reptiles, no magnets, no tape or anything in there. They're just styrofoam cups, right? Okay, good. Now, the second thing we're going to need for this is 4 wooden coasters. I'm going to move my table a little bit closer so everybody can see this a bit clearer. 4 wooden coasters, 3 of which are the coasters. You put a drink down on the table. You got like a milk rings. You don't want that. You have a coaster. So I've got 3 of the coasters that are unprepared. The 4th coaster has a very large, theatrical, very sharp steel spike in the center of it. Benji, come on over here. Benji, now, hold on. Now, I want everybody to know this is the real spike. I don't want you to go like that because my insurance does not cover stab wounds, okay? But I want you to just go like that, squeeze it on the side, make sure it's good and solid. Is that a good solid metal? Okay, good. Now, here's what's going to happen. Let me see the cups. What I'm going to have you do in a moment is I'm going to have you put a cup down, 1 over every coaster. So I don't know where the spike is. Now, right now, I do know where the spike is. So when I turn around, you're going to put cups down over all of them. You're going to change the order of the spikes, or of the coasters, okay? So away you go. Now, nobody give me any kind of a hint. Don't try to throw me off. And you can turn around, make sure there's no mirrors behind me, or behind you. There's nothing. Give me a cue. Look at your teachers. Your teachers aren't helping me out. Your teachers are thinking, yeah, you're on your own, buddy. I know. Okay, Benji. When you are done, and all 4 coasters have had the order changed, and you've got a cup down over each coaster, just say now, nice and loud. You're not Benji. Awesome. Now, you know which one has the spike. So if Phil's underneath cup number 1, you think the cup number 1. If Phil's underneath cup number 4, for example, you think number 4. Okay. So, do you know what poker is? What a poker face is? Okay. Poker face is when you're playing like a gambling game and you don't want to let anybody know that you've got a really good hand. So you try to look neutral. I'm going to see if I can read Benji's poker tells to see which which cup Spike is under. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Benji, look at me. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're good at this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's creepy. That's creepy. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We've eliminated 1 cup. Benji, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to have you mix them up again. You can change the cups, change the order of the coasters. Have fun. Go ahead. Now, the more we do this, the less the odds are in my favor. And I will say this, and if I have an accident, those of you in the front are in the splash zone. Okay? Okay, Benji's all set. Okay. Benji, we've got cup number 1, 2, 3. You know which one is under? You have no idea which one is under. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, check. You gotta know which one is under, buddy. My health is in your hands, okay? Check the cups. Do you know which one is under now? Good. Okay, good. All right, come over here, come over here. Okay, good. Hold out your right hand. Like this. I'm not going to put your cup over the spikes. That'd be stupid, okay? I'm not going to risk a student's life, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. We've eliminated 1 more. Benji, go ahead and change them around some more. Change them around some more. How many of you are getting nervous right about now? I heard one kid say, oh my gosh. Hands down. What are you worried about? It's my hand. You all set? Okay. Okay, Benji, come over here. Now I want to point out Benji did something very, very intelligent. He put them close together. So I've only got 2 left. If they were separated like this, because many of you probably know which one it is. So if they're separated like this, and it's over here, and I go like this, some of them are going to go, but because they're closer together, you know, I can go in the middle and then change direction at the last second, freak everybody out. Okay. So Benji, the first time I was doing this, I was looking for your pupils to dilate when I said the right number. The second one, I was looking for a change in your pulse. The third one, the third cup I have to eliminate, I'm going to be exactly sure. I only have a 50-50 shot at this. I need to make sure I'm exactly right. So for this, I'm going to use a method of detection known only to exist in science fiction. It is called the Vulcan mind meld. Hold still. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You know which one is under, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, on 3. 1, 2. And it hurt, okay? 1, 2. Give it up for Benji. Boy, am I glad that worked this time. That's pretty cool. School, some students are into sports, some students are into music, some students are into choir and you know, playing musical instruments, all kinds of things, yeah. And I heard you guys singing when I was setting up. You guys sound great, by the way. Give them a round of applause. It wasn't even practice. There were many people that come in like an impromptu thing. It was great. I loved it. So, what I want to know is who here is an avid reader, who enjoys reading, especially for fiction. Okay, fiction. Okay, way in the very back, white t-shirt, white sweatshirt is, you can put your hand down. Yep, come on, ready, get ready, ready, you don't have a white sweatshirt, buddy, sorry. Hi there, what is your name? I'm sorry? Levana, give me a fist bump. It's a lovely name. Levana, I have some books here. They're books that I've read at various stages of my life. I have read since I was a very young tot. So these are not all the books I've read, obviously. I've read more than 3 books in my life. So I really liked when I was growing up, when I was basically about your age, I really liked horror novels, scary stuff. So I read Stephen King's The Shining. Yeah. This scared me so much. It's a story about this old hotel, and over the course of the winter, a caretaker and his family, they move in to take care of the hotel while it's closed down for the winter, and there's ghosts and spirits, and eventually the guy goes crazy and tries to kill his wife and kid. I mean, it's a really, really scary book. Then, in the, was it the night? I'm trying to remember when this was published. I'm going to say I read it in early 2000. We got the Da Vinci Code. Da Vinci Code is all about symbology and it's puzzles and figuring things out. It's a very intellectual book and really fascinating book. And then my personal favorite, however, is the Harry Potter series. Yeah. So this is Harry Potter 4, The Goblet of Fire. And to me, I think it was when the series really got dark and twisted. So up until then, it was fairly fluffy. But the fourth book, I really got serious. So, Libana, of these 3 books, which is the one you'd be most likely to read? Which one? The Shining? Okay, take The Shining? Awesome. Now, what I'd like you to do, is I'd like you to flip through The Shining book. You open it up, you crack it open. And you just go through there, find a page that they like, hold it up so I can't see it. Because some people might think I look at the page number, and I've got every page of the book memorized. I don't. Okay, got a page? Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to look at the page. I want you to let your eyes go up and down the page. Go ahead. And I want you to pick a word, a big juicy word, a long word. Not a character name, but a long word, a multi-syllable word, an interesting word, okay? Hold up so I can't see it. Hold up, I can't see it. Okay. When you've got a big juicy word, let me know. Okay, got a big word? A long word. Got one? I want you to think, I want you to look at the first letter of that word. Got it? I want you to think of an animal that starts with that letter. Got one? Okay. Look at me. I'm going to try to read your mind and see what animal you're thinking of. I'm going to try to draw it on this tablet here. Here we go. Okay. And a nice loud voice. What animal are you thinking of? A dog. Well, that's not a bad dog, I don't think, right? All right. That wasn't very good. Okay, think of your whole word. Okay, think of the whole word. Look at me. Okay. Can't change my mind now. I think I've got it. And a nice loud voice. Turn toward the audience so they can hear you. Nice loud voice. Tell everyone what word you're thinking of. Nice and loud to the audience one more time. Did you guys hear that? No. Read into my microphone. Go ahead. That's okay. You're fine. Okay. Okay, you just look toward the audience. Now, I'm going to say the word. You said disquieting. Is that correct? I didn't ask you to make it up. If your own volition, you picked disquieting out of that book, right? And I picked up disquieting. That's what I wrote down. Everybody give her a big round of applause. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Very, very cool. Now, I heard some people talking during the show, or before the show, rather, that they wanted to see if they could be hypnotized. Okay. I need one person sitting quietly with their hand in the air, great big smile on their face, someone who looks willing. Now listen, put your hands down for a second. Thank you very much. Hypnosis requires, I can't just zap you. To be hypnotized, you have to be good at following instructions, you have to be willing to do it. This is really, really cool. Okay, now who would like to volunteer? Let's hear it. Oh, big sleeves. Come on down here. Everybody give her a big clap. Come on down here. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much for helping me. You can come right over here. What is your name? Johnny, give me a fist bump. Okay, Johnny, there's a multitude of different ways of being hypnotized. Now, believe it or not, when you guys were doing this, That is a mild form of hypnosis. A lot of people think hypnosis means you have to be laying on the floor unconscious. It's not sleep. You can hypnotize people eyes wide open. We're going to do something really, really cool. Johnny, this is a method I learned just a few years ago. I know a lot of different ways of hypnotizing people. This one's good one-on-one for stage. Take a look at this ball bearing. Go ahead, take it. Now, MIT did some experiments. They found if you stared at a shiny object, picked a spot on the object, a point of eye fixation, they could induce trance. We're going to try that here today. Okay, I'm going to put it on this tube so my fingers are in the way. Johnny, what I want you to do is I want you to look at that ball bearing. I want you to pick one spot on it and concentrate all your attention, okay? Okay, now, and I want you to imagine, in your imagination, imagining that ball bearing getting smaller and smaller. Now, you know it really can't get smaller because that's impossible. You also know if it got smaller, it would also slip through the tube and roll around the floor, but it's not doing that. But in your imagination, I want you to imagine as though you can see it getting smaller and smaller. And as you imagine it getting smaller and smaller, you'll begin to actually fool yourself into thinking it's actually getting smaller and smaller. And when that happens, you go deeper relaxed. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the deeper you want to go. You can see it getting smaller, can't you? Now you're here to say, no, I'm not just making it up. You can see it getting smaller. Good. And the smaller it gets, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. You see it getting smaller. Now imagine it getting larger, Johnny. Imagine it, ball bearing getting larger. It can't really change size. That's impossible. That would violate the rules of physics. But you can imagine it getting bigger. You can see it getting bigger, can't you? And the bigger it gets, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. Johnny, why don't you do me a favor? Take that tube. Check that tube out. Make sure there's nothing funny or tricky about the tube, okay? And what I want you to do, too, is I also want you to take the ball bearing. Right? You know, we're going to try this one more time. I want you to look at the ball bearing. And I want you to imagine it once again getting smaller. I'm sorry, imagine it getting bigger. The bigger it gets, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. You see it getting bigger, can't you? Now I want you to imagine it getting smaller this time. Imagine it getting smaller. You actually see it getting smaller. It has become so real. The smaller it gets, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. I'm talking quickly like this because your subconscious mind, that's how fast it moves. And Johnny is actually getting hypnotized right now. Johnny, I want you to, I'm not even involved. Hold open your hand. Flat. I want you to look at that ball bearing, and I want you to imagine the ball bearing and getting smaller. And as you imagine it getting smaller, you'll go deeper. The deeper it gets, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. You can see it getting smaller, can't you? Good. I want you to imagine it getting bigger. And the bigger it gets, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. So you can actually see it getting bigger, can't you? Right now, she is in a stage 6. I'm not making this up. This is not a magic trick. She is stage 6 of hypnosis. She is hallucinating. That sucker is getting bigger, isn't it? Now I want you to imagine it getting smaller again. That is really good. You're not making this up. I didn't tell you to play along, correct? You can actually see the sucker changing size, right? Okay, good. Now, here comes something really, really bizarre, something really, really cool. Okay, Johnny, you can just hang tight there. You can stay right there. I've got this box here. We're going to isolate this. We're going to try a couple of experiments at once. One with hypnosis and one with something weird. I've got one of my business cards here. Let me see here. Blue shirt. This is not a big deal. What I want you to do, I want you to look inside. There's nothing else inside that box, right? Drop the business card inside the box. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to take the box and I'm going to isolate it by putting it inside this bag. Okay, good. Now, you set it right here. Okay. Johnny, I'm going to have you come over here. Don't have a seat yet. I'm going to have you take a seat, but not just yet, not just yet. I'm going to do another thing with the book. This is really bizarre. Okay, got a couple of envelopes here. I'm going to have you, let me see here. Which one am I going to do? Yeah, we'll do this one. I'm going to have you sit down in that envelope. Go ahead, have a seat. Okay, now, I've done this experiment a lot of times. I mean, I think last year I did it like 103 times, throughout the school year. It's amazing. And I also do this for corporate groups. I mean, all kinds of different people. I'll do this. I'll do postal workers. I'll do like I said, I did this 183 times last year. Do it for postal workers, taxi drivers, grave diggers, things like that. School teachers, all kinds of different professions. I'm gonna try this with Johnny here today. Johnny, you got the book Dracula. I want you to tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Okay, we're going to mark your page like this. What I want you to do is I want you to look at the page number right there. See the page number? Okay. Now I want you to look at the first word of the page. See that word? Got it? Okay. Now, set this over here. Now, John, I'll actually have you hold on to the book. Now, Johnny, in a nice loud voice, what page number did you see? 183. What word did you see? Grave diggers. I want you to stand up for a second. Take that envelope. Open up that envelope. Take out what's inside. Because I wanted to program her to say 183 grave diggers. She actually saw it. Okay, here, I'll help you. Because I know you got a lot on your hands there. So I actually wrote down earlier, you'll select the page 183, your word will be grave diggers. Everybody see that? Isn't that crazy? Now, here's what happened. I manipulated her. You guys heard me talking. I said 183, and I touched her like this while she was still hypnotized. I said postal workers, I said teachers, I said grave diggers. I touched her again. So I didn't whisper to you. You actually saw page 183, right? And you actually saw the word grave diggers, right? Okay, do you think you really saw 183? Do you think you really saw grave diggers? I mean, that ball bearing is getting bigger and smaller, right? Now open up the book. Find page 183. It's gone, isn't it? Look at that. Hold on to the book just like that. You check that box in the blue shirt, in the front row, you check that box, right? There's nothing inside that box, you drop a business card inside, right? Okay. Would you join me up here, please? Don't want to freak Johnny out, I want to freak you out too. What do you see inside the box? And it wasn't there before, right? And you can have a seat, everybody give her a nice big clap. Chris, but how do I know that it wasn't just any page, okay? Johnny, why don't you reach inside there? Take out that page. Okay? What page is it? Nice loud voice, what page is it? And what's the first word on the page? Okay, hold it up to make sure the torn pages fit, or the torn edges fit. And it does fit. Everybody give Johnny a great big round of applause. Demonstration of physics. What's going to happen is this. I'm going to have 4 people come up here. Just put your hands on. I'm going to explain everything first. You may not want to do this. I'm going to have 4 people come up here. They're going to be seated in these chairs in this weird configuration. Then they're going to lean back at each other. So bear that in mind. You will be touching each other. Sometimes I take away 1 chair, they all fall down. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3, but occasionally I get a rock star group. I'm able to take away all 4 chairs. They stay suspended in the air. It's awesome. So, now listen, before you volunteer for this, you have to be really good listeners because it's not a magic trick. It's not a mind reading thing. You have to listen to my instructions so that you don't fall down. So I need 4 people to help me. Let me see here, 4 people. And everybody stand up. So I mean, it's like a height thing. I want to make sure everybody's all roughly the same height. Can you come up? Let's see here. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. How about, can you come up? Yes, you come up? Oh my goodness, how about, can you come up? Yes. And, oh my God. This guy right here, come on up. All right, come on. Nice to meet you. What is your name? Nice to meet you. What is your name? Nice to meet you. What is your name? Okay, you guys are awesome. You do great at this. Okay, sir, I want you to come over here. Have a seat in this chair. You're going to sit on it sideways. That's okay. Okay, good. Sir, I want you to come over here. Sit in this chair right over here. Sit on that chair facing out toward your public. Okay, good. Now, I want you guys to scoot your bums toward the center where all of the chairs meet if you can. Okay, good. Now, I want you all to lift up your arms like this. Not you guys. If you want to, go ahead, it's fine. We'll do the wave. Yay. Okay, good. down across her lap. You lean down across his lap. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, okay, hands up. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. I told you you guys would be touching each other. Okay, put your feet flat on the ground. All of you put your feet flat on the ground. Okay, good. Yeah, I think you're good. Feet flat, feet flat, feet flat. Okay, good. Now take your arms, go like this. Yeah, sorry, you can see here like this. Okay, good. Now, what is holding you up now is the fact that your bodies are interlocked. This is a physics experiment that people have been doing for a long time. The key to this is going to be to listen to me carefully. As I take away the chairs, you do not want to kick out your feet. You want to keep your feet, no matter what happens, you keep your feet planted, okay? So imagine your feet are super glued to the ground. Listen to me carefully, because as I go through this, I'm going to be taking out one chair at a time. I'm going to be asking you to lift your waist, so you're going to be like, lifting your waist in the air. You're going to do it in unison, it'll be easy, okay? So here we go. All right. All right. Lift your waist in the air. Okay, no, not your heads. Okay, there you go. Okay. Chair number one. All right. Lift your waist, not your heads. Okay, you got this. Chair number two. Okay, lift your waist. Okay, hold still, you're doing it. You're doing it. Hold still. Keep your feet flat. Chair number three. Okay, lift your waist. You got this. Keep your feet flat. You got this. Keep your feet flat. Keep it. You got it. Oh, almost there. You got this. Almost done. Gently lay yourselves down. There you go. All right, stand up. Don't go anywhere yet, guys. Turn around. Here. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Turn to face the audience. Face the audience. Face the audience. Big bow. Yeah, they're ready for one more time. Now, I want to tell you guys something. I love performing for middle school audiences. And you guys rocked. It was so much fun being here for you guys today. Did you guys have fun? Good. Well, I hope I get to come back to your school again sometime. So, yeah, so much fun. I do educational shows too. Be sure you tell your teachers how much fun you had. And I do hope I can visit your school again. You guys are great.